Picture this with me. You're a worker in 1958 with a high demanding full-day shift. You're at your limit, head throbbing, feet aching, sweat dripping, when you remember what you packed yourself for the day. The European delight of a smooth, rich chocolate perfectly balanced with a crisp wafer. That's right, a Kit Kat awaits. You excuse yourself from the mob of workers and take a bite, each one reminding you more of yourself. You chuckle as you gaze into the adverts. Take a break, have a Kit Kat, the new slogan of the company in '58. While we can still enjoy this delicious treat today, how many of you are taking that break? Maybe you enjoy every bite, but maybe you take a bite and you still see the pile of work you have to complete on your desk. At least you got a taste right, but you rushed and left crumbs all over the floor, a reflection of how you're functioning, scrambled. Or maybe you can't even tempt yourself to take that break, allowing for the chocolate to completely melt, losing all of yourself. Workers' time is not being valued and has led to extreme cases of exhaustion and burnout. Breaks are designed to separate you from the stressors, yet workers are so quick to replace that time with more work, earning money and completing tasks. Paid work breaks would encourage workers to take their breaks, increasing their production and state. Many, if not all of you, are part of Gen Z, the highest generation at 71%, according to a 2023 article by J.J. Baruga, a communications manager, to skip a meal during the workday. I have worked a part-time job since I was 15 years old. This year specifically, I'm working to offset the expenses while attending college. I have fallen victim to skipping and avoiding my breaks, with the most extreme case leading me to almost passing out on site. I understand the motives behind skipping them, but also why we need them. The government can protect workers through paid break legislation to combat the rippling effect of workers not taking their breaks, decreasing their efficiency and overall well-being. Take a seat with me at the table, or more fitting, your work desk, and let's digest this. Today I'm going to discuss the consequences of skipping and avoiding breaks, the incentive of compensation to work during your breaks, thus not truly having one, and the solution of petitioning legal change. Now that we know my points, let's unwrap this. Skipping meals have negative consequences, and in many cases, these consequences are unreversible. A study led at the University of Louisville in 2005 revealed the perils of skipping meals, including but not limited to headaches, sluggishness, and generally feeling weak. We understand the importance of consuming food, yet we're so quick to replace sustenance with anything that we deem as more important at the time. It has not only become common to skip a meal in the workplace, but encouraged. Meals are not the only thing being avoided in the 9 to 5, but also just general breaks. The World Health Organization in 2019 categorized burnout with 3 categories: energy depletion, negative feelings, and reduced efficacy. Burnout is in direct relation to skipping breaks because you're remaining in those high levels of stress. Workers are being physically and mentally challenged from skipping breaks. Let's investigate the cause. Unpaid work breaks have encouraged workers to not take their breaks. Motivators include the money you can earn by remaining on the clock, the satisfaction of completing tasks, and the fear from authority to complete those tasks. This is a nationally growing problem. Cater, a catering company, in 2023 surveyed and found that 48% of employees will skip at least one meal during the work week, that 62% will work during their break, and 42% will eat while they work. Let's take the final bite. There is currently no legislation regarding the payment of breaks. In fact, in South Carolina, confirmed by the South Carolina Department of Labor, Licensing, and Regulation, there is no requirement for employers to offer lunch periods or breaks at all. The Fair Labor Standards Act has the ability to be amended to include paid breaks, making paid breaks legalized. The Fair Labor Standards Act, according to the U.S. Department of Labor, established by 2009 minimum wage, youth employment, overpay time, and record keeping. By amending this umbrella act, it can be the solution that workers need. Citizens can petition and communicate to representatives to get this passed through Congress. Petitioning is a First Amendment right and has historically led to influence political policy. The American Bar Association in 2019 even claimed that petitioning was the highest form among any to have action legally. Citizens can petition to make this happen. The timeline would go as follows. Citizens would write the petition being very specific on their grievances and what they want to be amended. They would then acquire signatures and communicate to a representative. They would then assign it to a committee and they would vote on it. A successful petition would result in it becoming practice law. In conclusion, today I discussed the consequences of skipping and avoiding breaks, the incentive of compensation to work during your breaks, thus naturally having one, and the solution of petitioning legal change. You are at the highest risk for these negative consequences without paid break legislation. Employees, fight for your rights. Allow the government to see you and use your voice. Employers, you have the ability to make a change right now that would impact your company tremendously positively. Don't just take my word for it. Listen to what employees have said. Turk, a figurehead in work sustainability, surveyed in 2022 and found that more than 9 in 10 employees will stay more loyal to a company that encourages breaks. You gamble every single day with the potential to lose employees and decrease your production. Prioritize rest and reap the rewards. Fight with those odds and lead as an example. So what do you say? Take a break, have a Kit Kat,